Well, good morning, everyone. Grab a cup, sit back, and join me. I have chocolate raspberry coffee this morning. Hi, everybody. Give me a sound check, and I'll be keep be. Let's see who's keeping me in line today. Is Stephanie. Deb is on vacation. She's been posting all these photos for us in the knit group. Oh my gosh. She's having a ball. I'm so glad she got to go. Sound is good? All right. We'll have a big show today. Big show today. Deb's going to have to watch it on the replay just to keep up with what's going on in the next couple months because I do. Yeah, I hope you're not asking Lori to help. It's an inside joke. We all know Lori Gray has trouble counting, so that is the inside joke. Okay, well, we have Smile Mail. We have our normal jewelry giveaway. We have a D-stash today. We have a random drawing from the live make-along, Get Her Done. And we also have a magazine. So I hope you'll all stay put and enjoy the show. I have things all around me. I actually have a couple finishes too. All right. So I'm going to start out with the Get Her Done. We are doing a make-along on the live to help you maybe pull out something that you haven't been working on and you need to get finished. And one of the things that I wanted to finish was my baby set. And I did. I finished it. So what I've done is I put all the names that have posted in the Facebook group post for this live, for this make-along. And I'm going to give away a skein. Well, it's actually a cake of Feeling Gradient from Yarn Bee. And look at the color on this. Oh, man. Let's see. What is it? It's acrylic and polyamide blend, 590 yards with lots of halo. Wake up, everybody. It's a 3 light. So you can make quite a big shawl with this. And I added a daisy stitch marker in the purple. So that's what I'm going to give away today for a random draw from the make-along. So if you have a picture in that, your name is in this drawing. Everybody's name is in as 16 people participating. So let's go ahead and give that away first. And then I'll show you my finishes. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. This will be my second weekend with my aunt. Let's see who won that. I can't see it, so you probably can't see it. It is Annette. Annette wins the beautiful Feeling Gradient yarn. Now, I have another skein of that. So I was thinking about that post I posted the other day. I don't know what I was thinking, but I forgot that the Facebook group turned 2 years old in September. And I forgot all about posting in the group for a thank you for that 2 years. So I saw this post and I said, oh, I'm going to put this up and see how many you betchas I can get. And that's another joke because I always say, oh, you betcha. I always say that. So I was thinking of giving away a little package with a little book and some stitch markers. I pulled out one of Deb's It's a pineapple for like hospitality. And one of mine, which is an Outlander. This is the pineapple one. And this one is, whoops, and I dropped it. Well, I'm back. It's the blue. Yeah, I never remember. Dragonfly. So then I thought, well, I'll put in 3 skeins of these. These are the sweet minis, and this is the rose one. So it's gray, pink, dark pink, and light pink. It's a package of those. I don't want to open it. So that's what I was thinking. But if you'd rather have a skein or a cake, I'd say, of the Feeling Gradient, I do have another one. I actually have 2. And I put a butterfly stitch marker on that. So the person who wins that is going to get a choice. Now, it's up there. I know a few people have commented on it, but not a lot of people, I don't think, saw it. So I went ahead this morning and I hit to make it an announcement. So that is actually a giveaway on the Facebook group only. If you want to get in, it's for the 2-year. So that's that announcement. All right. So my finishes. I worked on a sweater set for my daughter, and my Get Her Done is now complete. So there is the sweater. I showed this many times. There is the hat. This is a knitted pattern. I will be putting out a vanilla pattern eventually for this, but I haven't done it yet. And then there's the booties. And it's for a boy, so I did a little ankle, and that's it. I didn't, jazz it up too much. And then the lovey. It has, I've showed this before. Okay, so now the blanket is done. And here it is. So I got it done. Had just enough to color control the edges the way that I wanted to match the lovey. And I added the halo, which is the Lulu on the edges. And it is so soft that way. So it's all done. I'm so happy. It's going to be going in a box and be gifted. Well, actually, it's going to my daughter today. And then she will go to a shower with it. I don't know when the shower is. So I'm so happy this is done. I'll be probably doing a lot more of them. And real quick, I'd like to talk about hats, and more hats. So September's spotlight yarn of the month is out of my wheelhouse. It's not anything that I would do for myself, but it was a Yarn Bedazzling and the Sunburst colorway. And this is, it says it's an acrylic and metallic polyester blend. It has 249 yards. And this one is a 4 medium, and it's a light 4. Lots of color, just lots of color. Well, I started the knit hat. I had said on Thursday on my last addictions video that I hadn't started it yet. So I have started it. This is the Starting Grid pattern by Rochester, which is the Smells Like Yarn guy, Ross. And here it is, started. It starts out with the orange. It already changed into some of the maroons. I did a little bit wider. He says 1.5 to 2 inches. I did the full 2 inches on this one. So that started, and then I finished the September hat for crochet. Oh, and the person that wins the September hats for the month will get this extra skein too. Why not? I'll throw it in. So I did the Bag O' Day. Now this one doesn't have a number on it, but I will link it below. I did the Bag O' Day. I think it's called Easy Hat Unisex, something like that. And it has 2 rows of a textured back post single crochet in here. I'm not giving away anything. It's a free pattern. So this was hers, and I did a reverse bobble on the edge just to give it a little bit of a different texture on the edge. And then I did one up. I added this beautiful gold button with a rhinestone in the middle, and just, went. I figured I was out of my wheelhouse anyway, so why not? So I will have this up shortly in my Etsy shop. I didn't have time to put it up yet. All right, so yeah, the basket in the corner is the new brackets. And that is the Halloween bracket. So if you have not heard of it yet, we already have one winner on the bracket board for that, and that is Julie Marchell. She picked number 6. She will receive the bag number 6, which are all wrapped in the baskets. This game is on my brackets. It's on my addictions videos. And the second video is up, so you might want to watch that later and get your entries in, because we're going to give away some beautiful yarnable yarn for that. All right, I would like to go right. As you can see, I'm going right along today because, I have a big show, so I didn't want to run out of time. All right, today's jewelry. How this jewelry works is today Deb couldn't stay away. She just couldn't. I miss her too. Deb, I hope you're having a great time. It is time to give away the jewelry, and today I have 2 pairs of earrings. How it's going to work today is Stephanie is going to mark the chat, and you're going to put in the yellow or the gold. This pair is the gold. They are dangly, and they're going to fall about there. They are they're just like all gold with the wire backs. So Stephanie has marked the chat. If you want to win the gold ones, you write in gold. And if you want to win these yellow daisy ones, these are a lot shorter, you'll put in the yellow daisy. So that is your comment that we're looking for. They both have the wire backs. These are Paparazzi Inventory gold or yellow. And they are it's just sponsored by me, no one else, not YouTube and not anybody. You do have to have United States address to win anything on this channel. And while we're waiting for that, get him in there right. I'll give you a couple more seconds. While we're waiting for that, I want to mention that I got a gift on this week from Cindy King, and it is a cup with all the pictures. Here's Deb. If you have never seen Deb, well, I don't know that you can see it there very well, but here is Deb. Here's me. Here's one of the squares for the make-along blanket that we're all creating together. Here's my granddaughter. She just made a really cool cup for me, and I just wanted to show it today. There's Kim, and there's Steph. That was a really awesome surprise, and thank you very much. Okay, go ahead and mark the chat, Steph, and let me know who wins the jewelry and what they won. And I will send that out to them as soon as within a week. I usually get, everybody usually answers me within a week. There are a couple people that haven't. Last week, someone hasn't messaged me. I don't know whether you know, but down below all the videos is an email. If you want to use the email, that's fine. If you want to instant message me, that's fine. Yeah, my Chera, it's because my public, my name on Facebook is public because I have to in order to sell anything on the one page. So yeah, you can take the pictures off there easy enough. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I have some smile mail here all the way from California. And if you know me, you know who lives in California. That's right, Kim the Crafty Nomad. So I'm going to go ahead and open this on the camera because I know what's in here. She sent me a message and said it was being shipped. So here is her, she called it a little bit of a mistake. It is like it wasn't perfected because she hadn't done this one yet. But she sent me the Grinch keychain. Yes. And I know she sent one to the, oh gosh, I can never remember her name. Anyway, she sent one to the Quirky Monday podcast, and that is, so I have one and she has one so far. Isn't it adorable? Yes. And actually, I really want to gift this to my daughter because she is the Grinch freak. And so I'm thinking about it. Yeah. So thank you, Kim. That was so nice of you. Yeah, I think Kim's going to be making more of these. So we'll have to bombard her email with, hey, I want one. And then she'll make more. I think what it is that she only has one mold. So it takes a while to make them. The winner from today's earrings is Carolyn Tierney. Congratulations, Carolyn. Yes, another getter done was on the list, was putting together some of the squares, putting the borders on some of the squares that have been sent in for the blanket. And I didn't start that yet. I was working on this blanket. I was working on the hats yesterday, so I haven't started. I've been thinking about putting my table up and sorting them out and seeing what sizes, because some of them are 3 light, some of them are 4, so they came out, some came out like 7.5 inches, so I'll have to put some borders on, but that'll be fun, right? It will be. All right, I just want to make sure that I have, okay, so the next thing I have is another surprise I want to open. Actually, I'm going to go and show you the prizes for the Get Her Done because I brought them out again today and I wanted to make sure that you guys saw them for sure. So Get Her Done runs until, what'd we say, the Sunday? Yes, it's till next Sunday, the 26th. And I realize that a lot of people might not finish. It is for a finish. You do have another week. One of the prizes you can pick from is this Mary Maxim kit. It's for an asymmetrical shawl. It has 4 skeins of cake, and it is Bernat Yarn Inspirations stripes, super value stripes, and it is blue and cream and gray. That was one choice, and you could use these for cakes for whatever you wanted. And then the second choice was another kit from Premier. This one is for a bulky cowl, but the yarn is what this one's all about, right? Hi, sweet tea. This one is got Premier Serenity in this beautiful dark purple colorway. It is called the Plum. Wait a minute. Purple Rain, sorry. It's because there is sequins in it and that almost looks like raindrops. It's not a lot of sequins, just a little bit. And you get like 5 of these. And they are 5 bulky. And they are acrylic. So there's no wool in either one of these. So those are the choices for the Get Her Done Make Along. And I most likely won't have another finish for that, but I'm hoping that you guys do. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is a little surprise. Last weekend, I was watching Granny D, and she said, she didn't know I was watching, I don't think. I might have said hi, and she might have thought I was gone by then, but I saw her announce that Bag O'Day was putting her yarn on live for sale from Paw Apply Yarns. And so I ran over there and I managed to get 2, and they came yesterday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this yarn today and show you that and why they're separate. I'll tell you why they're separate, because I got the one I wanted for me, and then I went, oh no, I didn't get it. I didn't get one for everybody else. So I went back on a second time and I got a second one. I'm going to have to get the knife. So my plans for this is one for me and one for you. That is my surprise. There's a card in here. Oh. Okay, so she wraps the yarn up in orange paper with a little thank you sticker on it. I'm going to open the second box up while I got the knife out, and then I'll put it away. But I'm going to open it on the show. So, give me a second here. I guess she probably could have put them both in the same box, but she probably didn't know that it was the same person. Yeah, so it was gone in 7 minutes. That's how long it took to sell them all. All right, so this one, now I don't know which one is here, but I got the one that I wanted. So let's see if it's this one. Okay, this is the one I ordered for me. This is called Steve the Maine Coon Cat. Check that out. It has sparkle in it. Isn't it awesome? It is even better in person than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really bright pops of orange, but it's not. It's muted, just like I like. It is perfect. So I have some Well, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I wanted it because it was unique and special. So I ordered that one for me. Now for the announcement. What I'm doing is I am building a thank you box. This box will be given out in November around Thanksgiving, and that's because that's when my podcast turns 2 years old. So this yarn will be the start of the box of thank you. So you want to watch for that, because what I'll be doing is I'll be adding things into the box. And here it is. It is the 4 medium weight. And it is Steve, the Maine Coon Cat, in the Paw Ply Yarn Company colorway. And that is 166 meters, 100 grams of worsted. So that's the first item that will go in the box for the like the 2-year podiversary. And I'll be adding to that box from now until then, and that will be the start. So that was fun. The other one, the sparkle one, it is 225 meters of DK. Yes. And this one is a superwash merino and nylon blend, which is perfect for socks. This one is a superwash merino 100%. So how fun is that? Yes, it is. It is very nice. I told you I had orange on the brain this week or whatever. I could have picked any of the colors. They were all there. I had gone on the Etsy. I had hit, refresh. And then one of the times I refreshed, they all showed up. And I was like, okay, which one? So that was really fun. And I couldn't believe that I got some, right? We should open the card and see what her card looks like that she put in there. Why not? Yes, it is. But I'm not an orange person normally. Here's her card. She made them herself. Thank you. They're so pretty. And she wrote, "Thanks, Crystal," on the inside. That's nice. So I have something written by Crystal. Ooh, fangirling. All right. So that was fun. Now on to the D-stash. Today's D-stash. It is a real D-stash. Yes, it is. Anytime I say D-stash, it really is. You have your choice. So when Stephanie gets around to marking the chat, you can tell me if you would like this skein of flex yarn. I had it here the other day. No one picked it. So this is called, it's a flex yarn from Michael's Loops and Threads line. It's a beautiful colorway. This one is deep pink coral. And you can write that or this choice. So this one is 590 yards with a little bit out of it because I used a little bit. It's a polyester and acrylic blend. This is the second choice. You get a skein of the Stitch Studio by the Fire. This is just like the homespun. See the bumps in it? It's like a boucle. All right, so it is called Cooling Wind. It is a 5 bulky, and you get 180 yards. It's just enough to make one of those super simple shawls by Marley Bird. Yeah, so tell me what colorway you want. The coral or the winding wind or whatever you want to say, as long as we understand which one you want. Comment now, and you'll have a minute to do that. Do have to have a United States address again to win this. I hope everyone is enjoying these giveaways and stuff. I put together a couple of boxes last week. Again, they are gone. I am thinking about doing that every couple of weeks. I'll put together a couple boxes. They are definitely de-stash boxes, so just so you know. Let's see, what else do I have on the list today? All right. All right. I'm getting there. Only 40 in the room today. Wow. We can't give away one of Deb's stitch markers today if we don't hit 50. One comment per giveaway. It helps the girls figure it out a little bit easier. Look around and see it. Make sure I talked about everything so far. So we have a make-along going on the No Filter Fibercast. We have our holiday along dedicated to our friend Catherine, and you are to make a holiday item in September, one in October, and one in November. So you'll end up with 3 items finished. And if you do, we have drawings. We're going to be drawing from September, October, and November. So next Wednesday, we are planning on taping our first draw from the random projects. Now, if you put up a project that you're working on and it's not finished, that's fine. It enters you into the drawing. When we get to November, they do need to have a picture of 3 finishes. They can be separate pictures, but as long as you have 3 finishes, you'll be into the drawing in November. We also have another make-along going on with Kim, and that one is Hook and Stitch Live, the vintage make-along. However, that one's drawing to a close. So you have another week to get your items in on that, because this coming Saturday, Kim and I are going live again Saturday morning at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon. Go ahead and mark the chat, Steph, and we'll get that D-stash given away. And what we're doing Saturday is we're going to be giving out prizes from that vintage make-along. Yeah, it's already done. Well, that's another thing. Kim went on vacation and stuff a couple different times. She went to Chicago. She went to see people at a group. So she's been really busy running around. And look what happened. It's over already. The vintage mail is done. We also have a box, a Christmas ornament carousel box that's going around. It is been to Seta, and now it's going on to, and I can't, it's somebody I don't know, so I will have to look her name up. I don't believe she's done a video yet, if not, but there are 3 people left, and then it will come back to me. So one of those people is Carrie Penny. One of those people is Stephanie. And let me see if I can come up with that name for you of the other girl. I do have a list here. There's 33 entries in that. Wow. That's awesome. See if I can come up with that other name. Kim isn't here, so she can't tell me. I have it all written down. It's just hard to remember everything. I did do the itinerary for that. And so it's here in my book. Yeah, okay. The girl's name is Stacy. Stacy Campbell is the other girl. So, hi, Crystal. The winner is Ravini for the yarn. All right, they'll get back to me with what yarn she won. Congratulations to Ravini. Okay, so I have the latest crochet magazine. It just came in the mail yesterday. This is the Winter 2021. Check that out. So I'd like to go over that with everybody today. Do we have any questions on the make along first? Any questions at all? There's 16 entries at the moment. I don't know how many are finishes. I'm just going to wait a second to see if there's any questions. All right. I haven't looked at this magazine yet. I just took the wrapper off. That was all. So I'll be looking at it with you guys. So it is the Winter 2021. And I just got it yesterday. It's the crochet, defining crochet. She has a blanket on her. I'm sure that we'll find it. And they have an ad here for Annie's Creative Studio. And oh my gosh, look at the texture. Tracy wants to know, do we post pics to the Facebook group or send to you in the email? Okay, Tracy, you do have to be a member of my Facebook group. It is Crochet Creations by Christi Makers Group. All of the posts for all the make-alongs, whether they're with Stephanie, whether they're with Kim, or with just the live or me, are in the announcements tab. So you click the announcements tab, look for those posts. Those are pinned announcements. Your entry does need to be in that. That Facebook group is made for this channel. No one is allowed to be in there unless they are a maker, and I am very strict about it. That's the easiest way for me to do this because I am full-time at work. We're 3 away from 50, Steph says. Okay, so this was a textured blanket, and it's an advertisement for the creative studio at Annie's. But I mean, it's a octagon-like shape blanket. And I just thought it was pretty with this. They look like snowflakes. So then we have the table of contents. So I'm going to keep going here. The classic plaid Ruana. So there's a Ruana. It is blue. Looks like a winter colorway. They seem to have. I remember doing plaid before, and I can remember doing a blanket where you did a background gauge like a grid, and then you took your other colors of yarn and you took a tapestry needle and you wove them in and out, and it ended up with fringe on both ends, and it come out beautiful. But you had to lay the blanket out on a table in order to do it, but it came out so nice. I did a whole bunch of them that year. Gosh, that's been, 30 years ago when I was doing those. Wow. So that's made in Cascade Yarns Superwash. Wow. Superwash wool. Very nice. Here's another picture of it. It's quite big. It's just like a blanket over her shoulders. It's done exactly that way. Here's the grid on the next page. Cool. Yep. A woven lattice scarf. And I don't understand why the picture of the scarf isn't first, but the instructions are first. And then afterwards, they put in the picture. See the openings here? So apparently when you put this together, it's going to stay closed. I don't think you're going to open that ever again. No, I don't think so. So that stays together. Let's see what they made it out of. Huh. Okay, well, that was an interesting thing that Chera just wrote. Okay, so they used Barocco Ultra wool in a 4 medium superwash wool. This is the superwash wool book, apparently. Coffee house cowl with big buttons. Look at the big buttons. It's dark blue. Sherry says she made a child scarf like that. Oh, it had a lot of that. That is interesting. This one is an easy pattern that's done in a line brand Woolies, an acrylic and wool blend, 4 medium. You only need 2 skeins. Not sure if the buttons are sewed directly through or that they actually are. See, now I've done a lot of cowls where you just use your stitch work. It's big enough stitch work where you actually put the buttons through, and that way you can wear it the way you like it styled. That's how I used to say that all the time. The next item in here is this beautiful sweater. It's almost a peach colorway. Look at that work. Wow. Isn't it awesome? It's like a vine. So it's called the Embossed Vines Cardigan. They are ranging up to 3X in size on here. And the yarn they used is a Barocco Vintage Medium 4-weight acrylic and wool blend again. Oh, it has some nylon in this one. Wow. Macaroon is the colorway. Nice. A textured poof is the next one. Now we did a poof when we were doing the Jimmy Beans Club. They sent us little tiny skeins of yarns to do this poof with. I didn't make it. I don't know if anybody actually made it. Maybe Summer from Summer's Tips and Stitches might have made it, but I know I didn't. I have all of those, and I occasionally I'll put some of those little samplers into something. This poof was made out of, I just can't imagine getting it heavy enough. The stuffing would have to be really tight and heavy enough just to be able to, so it wouldn't, sag when you put your feet on it. It is called Super Bulky Bernat Softy Chunky, and it's a bulky 6 and an L hook to make that poof. Perfectly Modern Throw. This is the one that's on the front of the book, and it is dark blue. It looks fairly simple. She's got some pom-poms on it. I don't usually put pom-poms on my blankets, but they're using the Shipji Stardust Light in DK. It is a mohair blend acrylic and metallic polyester. So there is, it looks like a heathered, and then it has metallic in it, but I've never used that. It's called Stardust. And the colors, oh, she's got 10 skeins of Andromeda, 2 skeins of Gemini, and 1 skein of Capricorn. But the blanket itself is just in the Acromeda. The other colors are just for the pom-poms. All right, so let's go on. An Hourglass Pillow. There's a pillow cover with a little diamond design. They're calling it Hourglass. Yeah, cats would love the pom-poms, is right. This pillowcase or pillow is made out of Premier Everyday Anti-Pilling worsted weight medium 100% acrylic. Oh, these are pretty. Dazzling diamonds. Look at that. A hat and fingerless mitt set. Wow, that is pretty. It almost looks like it's the Alpine Stitch stuff. Let's look and see what they say the yarn is. Plymouth worsted merino superwash wool, and no, it's 100% wool for medium. Sunflower and truffle are the colorways. So you're gonna, wow, this is interesting. You've got color work going on there. I mean, really? Look at that. Wow. Whoever wins this book today is gonna have to tell me. I don't think I'm gonna copy it. Sometimes before I send it out, I copy. Don't tell anybody. Oh, that's right. This is public. But I don't sell it or anything like that. But yeah, that looks like it's gonna be. Oh, that is funny. They have a version of just a headband on this page. So must be they do 3 patterns. Messy bun hat version. So you just do the diamond pattern once and you stop and do another edging. Interesting. All right. So then the next one is Maggie's Magic Mittens. They are purple. These are done in Plymouth Yarn Encore worsted weight for medium wool and acrylic blend. And they are actually mittens. And then they have a bunch of advertisements in here for this holiday season to start ramping up your, I want this, I want that. That doesn't always work. I don't think I hardly ever get anything for my hobby from my family. Now, if mom says to me, what do you want this year? Sometimes I'll go, I want this, and she'll go and order it. But very rarely. The next one in here is this beautiful hat. Look at that. I'm a hat maker. Do I wear them? Hardly ever. But I like making them. This one is using a bulky 5 Patons inspired chunky weight wool. It's a wool. No, it's a wool acrylic blend. And the colorway is alloy blue and white. So they're another color work. Yeah. They do a band first and then shoom on their way. Ooh. A poncho. This looks like it's a peach colorway. This one is Sheep G Stonewash extra large medium worsted weight cotton. They are saying it's a 4 cotton in the winter book. Interesting. It's called Moonstone colorway, so it's like a peach color. It's got a section that goes down the front that is a heavy band of like puff stitch, and the rest of it is just like a grid. So a couple of, yeah, it's very interesting with that band down the middle. All right, the next one is the Icelandia Cardigan. Look at that. This one is open with buttons, and it is done in Cascade Yarns Merino for medium worsted wool. Okay, so this one is just wool. Charcoal, daffodil, bronze. That one also has some puff stitches, right? There's 4 rows. So the collar and then 3 more rows. So when you do your charcoal color, then you do your yellow, and then you do your bronze, then you do a row of puff stitches. So there's puff stitches in that. But I'd like to say something about that sleeve. Look at that. Not quite sure if you can see the detail in that. It's really going to stand out. It's about Oh my gosh, you got to, it's like 7 or 8 inches, and then she's got them rolled up. So the cuffs are very good color work there. Well, let's go on. Okay, Leona sweater. Not a fan of this. Not at all. This one is done in Sugar Bush yarns, a 4 medium worsted extra fine merino wool. Very pretty though, but I'm not a fan of the sweater. You like the yoke. It's just a plain either. Oh, she's got the finger holes on the sleeves for the thumb hole. It looks like either a half double crochet or, yeah, half double crochet throughout the whole entire piece. Goes up to 5X in the patterns. Okay, another top, Tranquility top. This one is just a pullover, done in a dark blue. This one is called Tranquility top, and that is using Universal Yarn Deluxe Worsted Superwash wool, 100% wool, and a color is azure heather. Nice. It looks like it's stiff. I mean, just the arms and how they, yeah, it's done in a 4 worsted, so it's probably stiff, which needs to wash it 100 times. Here is a pink cover. It's very interesting for winter. Okay. Lovely lace ponchette. It is using Barocco Folio light DK weight, alpaca, and rayon blend in the color Bayberry. So again, very lacy, but it has alpaca, so it must have halo. Oh, I like this. Tree trimming scarf. Look at all that. That's what we should do, staff, is do a scarf with our advent and just make up stitches, and I don't know. We're working on it. We don't know what we're going to do. It's going to be a mystery all the way to the day we do it. That yarn is Plymouth Yarn Encore worsted medium weight acrylic and wool blend in the colors forest green, ivy blue, and light gray heather. That is in purples. Yeah, I agree with you, Chera. Ooh, talk about baubles, girls. Look at that. Confetti baby Afghan. All it is baubles. I don't know about this. I mean, you catch it on everything. It's going to be for looks, not for use. But then again, okay, so what yarns? Premier Yarns Eversoft medium for acrylic yarns. Beautiful yarns. Okay, so what they're doing is they're using the white, and then they're using the Premier Yarn Sweet Roll Frosty in the color Sugar Plum. So they're mixing so your color is not all different colors of skeins. It's one Sugar Plum, or I guess they're using 2 cakes of Sugar Plum and the white to make that. That's a bad dream. Bubbles. Oh my goodness, but it's very pretty. Yes. And look at the little alpaca. And then there's, I'm not sure what that is. Looks like a goat or something. I don't want to show the pattern, so wait. Yeah, so then I show the pattern. Oh, whatever. I can't get it. All right, whatever, right? Okay, here we go. Christmas crackers. And it's not something to eat. Here we go. Look at those. Look at those. Oh my gosh, look at the detail. I mean, we're talking little gingerbread guy on this one with buttons. And then this one has a reindeer. See the reindeer? Let me see what we're making it out of. Omega Sinfonia Light DK Weight cotton yarns. And that's a Santa Christmas cracker, a gingerbread, and a reindeer. So there's 3 of them. How cute. That is really cute. I posted that birthday giveaway, yeah, in the group. Just, well, you know. Okay, so C2C, corner to corner Christmas cloths. They're using the Sinfonia lightweight mercerized cotton yarn for this. So not your regular washcloth cotton, the mercerized, so that way you could do detail. And I don't think these are meant to be used on your dishes, but I think they're meant to be given away, as, I don't know, they're beautiful. There's a snowman, a Christmas tree, a Santa Claus, and that red Christmas truck. That is the end of the book. At this point, Stephanie is going to mark the chat. And if you would like to win this crochet magazine, all you have to do is comment below crochet in the mark. Only put it in once, have United States address, and we're going to give away that crochet magazine right now. So go ahead, Steph. Did we ever hit 50? Yes, it is. It's color work, graphed, and it is all the graphs are there for those washcloths. But you know what? You could use this graph easily enough and make squares and make a blanket out of it, right? You could do a snowman one. You could do all 4, whatever, and you could probably add in some more from some other place. But absolutely, you could make a blanket out of these squares for the washcloths. I'd like to thank you all for coming today, and we'll give away this magazine and open up the chat to ask me anything if you would like. Congratulations to all the winners today. I had a great time. I'll put a new video up with Stephanie this week, and look forward to that. No Filter Fibercast, and I will be working with Kim on Saturday. Our Hook and Stitch Live is this Saturday. It's last Saturday of the month as a normal routine schedule. So I hope you'll bring on your makes and show us. Show us something your grandmother made. Show us something you're working on. We want to see it. Okay, go ahead, Steph. Mark the chat. We'll give away this crochet magazine, and I am going out to dinner tonight with my aunt and my daughter to the Chinese. I don't know if you have a Chinese buffet and if you like it, but I do. It's fun. You get some American food mixed in there too, so there's a big variety, So while we're waiting for Steph, don't hurry on our account, Steph, but is there any questions? Don't forget, I'm going to be building a November 2-year Podiversary box, and I'm going to be building it like I usually do. 24 entries. Woohoo! That's all? Wow. 45 people here, though. I'd like to thank Steph for helping out today and taking Deb's place. Deb is on vacation. We managed to get through the show without Deb. I don't know how we would have done it without Stephanie, but my girls are awesome. Thank you very much. The winner is Lacey Horton, congratulations. I think that's what she's telling me. I don't know, Lacey, but congratulations. Thanks for watching. And if you would share my channel, if you can, tell your friends, make sure you're a subscriber here, hit the thumbs up. And if you'd like to ever help me with shipping, you can always pop in a super chat if you want to, or just send it to my PayPal. All the links below to find me. Anything, any patterns I used on the show today, I will link below when the show is over. And if you would, take a moment out of your day and be a little creative. I'm going to go now, so talk to you later. Bye now.